All right, what's up, everybody? Back again, back on the grind, trying to make up some of those units from the Incursion run. Actually, I mean, that should be tonight's tweet, basically. So let's get the tweet out super quick. Dearest at Marvel Champions, I lost a few units today. Time to make them back. Yes. Oh no. No. Okay. Do it. Simple. Short. That's it. Done. All right. What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. EG, what's the fastest way to get units? Watch this. We're gonna go in the arena and I'm gonna grind for them. No, I mean that's pretty much the best way. You don't get instant units in this game or anything like that outside of popping in your credit card info. But grinding units is not too bad. All right, I'm actually only gonna go to the next milestone in this arena, and then I'm gonna hop into a different arena because I am too far behind on the grind to go much higher in this, what's it called? In this particular arena. I also don't have suicides on anymore. We're so close to the war season at this point, I'm not going to put them back on. Yeah, I kind of wish I just had them off at this time. I keep saying it for the people that saw the Incursion run earlier, but I really wish that I had that I did not put the suicides on for the Incursion run. Well, I mean they were on by default. I wish I took them off. Anyway, are you the Khan Academy guy? Yes. Yeah, we're the same person. I don't know who that is, but yes, we are. Unless he's a bad person. If he's a bad person, then no. But someone with the name Academy in their name, that doesn't sound like a bad person. Sick new setup. Thank you very much, Benjamin. Appreciate it, man. Magoo, what's up, Hunter? How you doing, dude? BG, thanks for stopping by earlier. Dude, no worries, man. Really appreciate it, and your video was super helpful. Glad it could help. I'll recommend it to anyone going to the abyss from here on out. Cool, dude. Congrats on clearing it. I couldn't stay until the end, but I'm assuming you got it down if you're in here right now. So congrats, man. Static sending over a bug. Thank you, Static. No message. Aha! This is for the slap, isn't it? Static, one slap coming right up. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, dude, I only copied part of your name. It was about to be Tatic 111 instead of Static 1117. All right, anyway. Slap. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Let me change that to auto before I forget. But thank you, dude. Yeah, it'll pop right back up. Now I decided to back out. Not worth my time. Thanks again. Gotta run. Yeah. No worries, man. And maybe next time you'll get it down. I know that he beta tested Zone 50 Incursions, but any more Venom the Duck facts? Venom the Duck. The thing about Venom the Duck is he's actually the first living creature by using Tesla's or whatever it's called, Starlink's satellite internet, whatever that is, right? He's actually the first living creature to 100% clear the abyss of legends on the moon. He did it on the moon, which is incredible. I mean, imagine playing with no gravity, trying to like push down on your phone at the right times, totally changes things. It's crazy. Brian, do you not have one generic SIG you can give to Sorcerer? 679, my OCD hurts. No, I don't. I mean, I have generic SIGs, but no, they're not going to go to Sorcerer. It's just going to get messed up the next time I gain 6 stones, dude. Cavalier monthly, I haven't even finished it this month yet. And yeah, I bet I would get one or two, what's it called? Mystic 6 from that as well. So, no, man. She's not getting a generic. BG, I'm watching you and Mike right now. Oh, is Mike on? Awesome. I think this is like the first time in months I've been early to one of these. Chicken tender. It is weird seeing you here this early. You used to be the early person back when you had a different name. New background, yeah, it's a new background. Still a little bit of a work in progress, but got some of my favorite game posters back there, you know. Some sweet looking ones at least. Work in progress. It'll become cooler as time goes on, but for now it's all right. I like it at least. Most people seem to like it, so that's a good sign. All right, let me get 2 more rounds in this arena real quick. Get Massacre in there. Let's get some fun champs in there. Let's get Namor, sure. Usually out of the turkey win the talent show with his drumsticks. Ugh. Ew. I still don't have the ability to like my soundboard. It's still offline at the moment. still getting things reset up the way I had it. But boo, nonetheless, dude. Boo. Not surprised BG knows what Tesla is. Really? I mean, Tesla's kind of big. Isn't Elon Musk like the richest dude in the entire world or something like that currently? I mean, I don't have a car, let alone a Tesla. You know, but I at least know that the company exists. I actually would not have known about Starlink though if it weren't for Joel, because Joel has garbage internet, and hopefully the Starlink thing or whatever is gonna give him some usable internet. Not true. I'm sure Armstrong completely explored Abyss while he was on the moon. Picture it didn't happen. Hi, first time in your stream. Keep up the nice work, bro. Well, thanks, dude. Appreciate that, man. I had a friend's father have a stroke recently. Oh, no. Sorry to hear that. Reminds me losing my dad. Oh, sorry to hear that, too. How's your relationship with your dads, y'all? I probably don't talk to my dad as much as I should. But we've always had a fine enough relationship. At least I don't remember a time where I was like really pissed off at him. I'm sure there was growing up where I was like, Dad, give me back my juice box or something stupid like that, you know. But otherwise, my dad's awesome. Static sending over 20. Dude, Static, thank you, man. Saying, okay, so I was watching the stream earlier today, and I have to say, for the time and resources it takes to finish it, I think the rewards are kind of crap. Those 6 stones need to be generic, and they need to be increased by 5x. By 5x? Dude. Hold on, I need to find a way to contain my excitement. And even thinking about that would be 156 stones. I'm gonna faint just thinking at that number. I've never gotten 156 star 6 stones in my life. Now, actually, I guess the Abyss had that about that much, right, or something. How many are in the Abyss exactly? I honestly don't remember. Is it 20 per path? And then there's a bonus at the end, isn't there? I'm gonna go look at that after this because I actually can't remember. But yeah, I mean, to be honest, the rewards, first off, I think they're good just because there's no other way to get these 6 stones. So I'm happy as a just as somebody who is desperate for these 6 stones. I totally get it from a standpoint of, like, compared to, let's say, Cyber Monday, those offers or something. Yeah, it's not much compared to that. But oh goodness, man. Well, like because I mean, they were in like the 10 or $30 offer, like the 6-star 6 stones or something like that. So yeah, it was a lot better than something like that. But dude, I'm just happy that it's in the game, and actually, I'm equally as happy just that they added a challenge to the game. Like, I totally understand that for a lot of people, the game is challenging. And I mean, it's challenging for everybody. I'm saying it in such a weird way. It's challenging for me too, even though the way I just described it sounded like it wasn't. But there are certain parts to the game that have been nerfed, is what I'm trying to get at. And those parts, like, I missed the challenge that used to be in the parts that got nerfed. Right now, the biggest challenge is Alliance War. Okay, it is 50 and then 20 in these packs, right? Yeah, okay, so 150 total. Right now, the biggest challenge is Alliance War, because of course you're playing against other people, so that's always really challenging. But the story content, it's challenging if you do a Legends run, because again, you're competing against other people. But I kind of have the answers to all the things that they throw at us in the story content. You know, post nerf and stuff like that. So the challenge is gone there, to be honest. And I never want to play a game that becomes like too easy. So the Incursions was hard as hell, man. It's really hard. Like, I'm sure there's some people out there that can get to zone 20 without spending units and stuff like that. I can't do that. I'd love to try it at some point. I mean, Legacy and I, we got somewhat close. We got to like 17.5 without spending units in the past. I think we've gotten to 17 twice without using any items or boosts or anything like that. But I just hope that Kabam keeps throwing us these challenges, even if people feel like the rewards for them are not good enough. I just want to face a really big challenge from time to time, and that's it. Of course, there's always the challenge of like managing your resources the best way, and that challenge is persistent, and that's always going to keep me entertained in this game. But I also really want to be like pushed to my limits in some sort of questing content, stuff like that. But Static, dude, thank you so much once again for the very generous 20, dude. Thomas Shaw sent over 3 as well, saying, tweet, it's me, rank 3 Howard guy again. You're gonna like this one. Oh, please tell me it's like a Howard in the Incursions or something like that, and he's just going nuts. Hang on, I found your... Unfortunately, I can't make it any larger. Hopefully, you guys are able to see this. What do we got going on here? You have some armor ups. Oh yeah, this is definitely the Incursions. This is like 80,000 Professor X. Oh, wow! Those poisons. Whoa. What? What? Dude, wait. What room was that? Dude, those poisons. Okay, that's zone 9. I mean, that's a really fast takedown for a Howard the Duck in zone 9. These poisons are ticking away for like 1,500 or like 2,000 or something like that. Dang, dude. That's pretty crazy. Wow. Freaking Howard the Duck. That's awesome, dude. I want to do another Incursions run. I actually found I had a lot of fun today, and I want to do another Incursions run, but I want to use Hyperion, and I want to get the degen hacks. That's what I should have done from the start. I'm mad at myself for using Corvus at the beginning. I had no intentions to do like the Corvus timeout thing with him when we got to a later room. It was just, I had suicides on, and it was like, well, I might as well. You know, Corvus with some hacks, he's pretty good. But I just wasn't, I don't know, I wasn't playing the right way, and I should have just used hype. Simple as that. Anyway, that was an awesome Howard the Duck video. Dude, Static sending over another 5 saying, thinking from a normal player perspective like me, it's a mobile game for Pete's sake. How am I going to take half my day to get 36 stones? I totally get it, man. I totally get it. I totally get it. There's... I think as long as they add variety of content, though, you know? Because there's going to... It's like I was saying before, like I really want to be pushed to do something like, even if it takes, it took us 5 hours to do that run today, even if it takes super long. But then if they add other types of content for someone who doesn't feel like spending that much time in game, you know, like I want there to be both, you know. That's kind of all I'm saying. As long as they add all different types of content to try to please everyone as much as they can, because I mean, they're never going to make everyone happy with every piece of content, right? But if they can keep if they can just make different types of content for people, they'll at least make everyone happy some of the time. I feel like that's pretty good. So I would love to see different challenges for 6 stones too. Oh, here's the other thing too, actually. I will say getting to zone 10. Wait, how many 6? It's only 5 6 for zone 10, huh? That's pretty crappy, actually. Because zone 10, if you do zone 10, it doesn't take that long, and you also get the milestones and stuff like that, so that's pretty good. It's kind of once you go beyond zone 10, that's when it gets like really out of control. It starts taking forever, you know. But that's why I don't know if you watched the interview that I did with the main Incursions dev, where he was basically saying, like, basically what you said, Static, is the reason why the Incursions are not pushed hard to be like a primary game mode. Like he even said, like, it's a really tough sell to get somebody for a mobile game in particular to be playing for long periods of time like that. Like it was basically what you said, just in slightly different words, but like pretty much spot on. And that's the reason why Incursions is not like competing with Alliance Quest and Alliance War and things like that, and they're gonna keep it that way. They know that people don't really want to be kind of forced to play Incursions, you know. Chicken Tender sending over 2 with the Fox and Hearts. Thank you, dude. Thank you, Ms. Jane. I was so relieved when I got the news. What is... so no hospital stays this time. Oh, wait. What's going on here? What's going on? Good news I got today. Blood work finally got done, and I'm 100% clear of all infection. Nice, dude. Apparently, orthopedic infections can lay dormant for, like, up to a year. Whoa, dude. I didn't even know that. That's pretty wild. Dang, dude. Well, congratulations, man. I know you were dealing with that for a while, dude. Oof. Whew. Is 46 stones? Wait, this just bugged out of me again? Oh my god. All right, muting my audio, muting Streamlabs. Is 46 stones worth 2k units? In my opinion, yeah, I would pay 2K units for 26 stones. It's everyone's, you know, different perspectives. Rex Kramer sent over 5 of them Canadian bucks saying, are you still pursuing game development? If so, can you say what you're up to? I am still pursuing game development, yes, but no, I can't say anything more than that. It has nothing to do with MCOC. It's nothing to do with Kabam. You know, they very kindly let me help create iBomb a little bit, but that's the only thing I've ever done with Kabam, and of course that was unpaid too. You know, that's not an actual job. It was just for fun, which I would totally do again. That was really fun. But anyway, yeah, game development still something I very much so want to do, and when I can tell you more, I will, basically. Static sent it over another buck saying, I bet you if you did 100 generic 6 stones for this challenge, you would see a huge adoption rate for incursions. I mean, probably. Probably, but at the same time, would that be better? Because then it feels like you would have to do it for 106 stones, right? Whereas a lot of people were like, I'll get to zone 15 and I'll call it quits there. Because you could, I mean, players who like 6 stars champions have taken over their rosters could probably get to zone 15 without breaking the unit bank, you know. You know, not everyone's gonna get their item list, of course, but might be able to push and without having to revive like too many times, you know. But hey, I mean, if Kabam did want to offer 106 stones in there, listen, I wouldn't be complaining. It's just I don't know how everyone would treat it. And it's for, you know, just kind of going back to your last point, which I'm totally agreeing with, is that not everybody wants to play incursions. BG doesn't care about chats. I've done nothing but read chat the entire time that I'm here, so I don't know why you say this, but okay. Hope you're having a lovely day. Came from Karate Mike's stream to ask what's his favorite non-traditional trinity is and why. What my favorite non-traditional trinity is? Oh boy. I would say non-traditional trinity. Kind of drawing a blank here. I mean, one of my favorite teams just in general, because I like Omega Red and I like Void, is just Omega Red, Sabretooth for synergy, and then Void. I don't know if that counts though, because they don't really all synergize. 2 of them synergize with Omega Red, but yeah, I don't know. They're a little bit odd because what's it called? Omega Red you want suicides for, and Void you don't. But I don't know. I kind of just like that team. I'm drawing blanks on other, like, because traditional Trinity would be like, you know, the Royal Family Trinity, right? Or the Ghost one, which oddly enough people don't use the Ghost one. They substitute Hood in there, you know. And then what's it called? The Domino Massacre, like Red Hulk one. Like those are the official trinities because they have the synergies for it, right? Actually, is that one? They don't have a triple synergy, do they? Just feels like it. A surgery to repair my torn ACL in my right knee, and my genius doctor took my stitches out too soon, and the surgery wound opened up and got infected. Yeah, man, that does not sound fun at all. My goodness. I like that when 6 stones were on the line, Brian goes God mode. I mean, okay, so I want to make a video kind of talking about this. I just need to gather my thoughts. Because a lot of people were like, wow, he's actually spending units. But the biggest reason why I wanted to spend the units is just to not let Legacy down. I really didn't want to let Legacy down. He's a better fighter than I am. And I just wanted to... I don't want him to second guess doing incursions with me, you know? Because I love doing incursions with Lags. We have a really good time. But I feel like we never really say it. But if Lags played incursions with someone else, I could probably get further. You know? But I just didn't want to let him down. So that's why I was like a bit more loose with the unit spending. Realistically, if we were off to a bad start, we should have just gone for milestones, called it a day, went back and tried again in the future, and that would have been totally fine. But we're streaming, trying to get to zone 20. You know, we've got our stream titles like, yeah, zone 20 push time, baby. So of course we're gonna go for it. You know. Brandon just got off the phone, and it turns out people still want to talk on the phone. Oh, who? Monsters, dude. Talk on the phone. Ugh. Ryu sent out 50 then PHP saying, what's holding incursions back? Are there crystals? Yeah, I don't know. Well, I suppose it would be good if they added 6 stars in there. Because, I mean, the 10% chance is not bad at getting the champ you're after. It usually doesn't work out because, hey, there's still a 90% chance you don't get the champ you want. But it still does beat, like, most of the odds in this game. It's just... yeah, at this point, the people who are able to push the furthest, they're working with 6 stars. I mean, you have to have a certain number of 6 stars to even qualify for the highest level room, right? Or whatever it's called. So, yeah, there kind of needs to be 6 stars in there. I don't know when the right time is to add them, whether it should be in there now already or they should keep waiting. It's probably time, I guess. I don't know. I'm happy we could at least get 6-star shards, but 6-star shards, kind of a low amount, to be honest. So, yeah. But again, like we were saying, it's kind of intentional that the devs don't make it the rewards that good. It's because they don't want to kind of force people into it. What's up, Max? BG, let's team up. You'll carry me for sure. I don't have problems. I'm losing weight, so I'll be lightweight, baby. All right, dude. Man, Max, that's good, dude. I'm starting to lose some weight myself. It's gonna be a long road ahead, but I'm working on it too. But I don't know so much about doing another Zone 20 push. It was really fun. I don't know if I really want to do another Zone 20 push. Because I was thinking about that too. It's like, yeah, I had a blast today, but if that was a monthly thing, I don't know if I would want to do that. I would do it because, hey, I need 6 stones, but I don't know if I would enjoy it on a monthly basis. But if they brought it back like once every few months or something like that, oh, I'd for sure do it. Hal Skeleton, instead of 2 saying tweeters, dear sir. Hal Skeleton, sure. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, this character looks cool. What is this? Went against Odin in the new side event. He looks like an endgame boss. Anyways, how about Wolfsbane to the contest? What's this character all about? I mean, they look cool. So, yeah. Are they I guess this is the X-Men thing, right? But I'd be all for it. it looks like this claw is on fire. So is that a thing, or did the artist, they were just like, well, fire is cool. Let's put some fire on the claw. Or does she actually have something to do with fire? She reminds me of a Tigra type character that would be, you know, real agile like that and everything, but just in a different way. So, dude, I'd be all for it. Speaking of the side quest, I heard the new werewolf mutant. Okay, I heard the new zone has buffed up on the boss. Be careful if you guys do the side quest, where you might need a champion that can gain multiple buffs to take down the boss in there. Be real careful about that. No arena scores? Oh, thank you for reminding me. I just forgot to put them on screen. There we go. Still any Quicksilver? Oh, for sure. I'm sure they'll add Quicksilver at some point. Bean diet? It's something like that. I've only gotten to Zone 8 in Sector 6. You will get there. The only reason I was able to complete that challenge today is because I play a whole lot, and I've been playing a whole lot for like 5 years now. So, because that was pretty tough, I will say. There's different strategies that, you know, we're kind of learning on the fly, and as time goes on, it'll be easier to get to Zone 20. With the strategies and ranking up new champs and stuff like that, but as it stands currently, it's pretty tough. Putting debuffs on Odin gives you power game buffs easy. Oh, really? I didn't even realize that. Okay, I just heard from someone else that they almost got stuck or something. Did you get a new camera? Your bald cap is looking hyper realistic. It's not a new camera. I just have a two things. One, I have a light, and that really helps like camera sensors see a whole lot better. And then the second thing is the background has changed. My old background, it didn't cover like that whole back wall. So my head's like the same color as the wall. I'm extremely pale. I haven't seen the sun since 1999. So I'm very pale. I blend right into the wall, and the camera like can't differentiate me and the wall. You know? So now that I have like these posters set up, I'm actually a different color than the wall, right? So it just makes it look a whole lot more clear. But the camera, believe it or not, is the same. Hollow Skeletons in an over 5 saying, by the by, it has a node. If you give a damaging debuff, gives you a buff. The gauntlet. Okay, yeah. That's what someone was saying too. I didn't realize that. I haven't done it yet myself. I just was trying to make sure everyone else was all right in there, just because I had heard that. But okay, yeah, that's good to know. Hollow Skeleton, I appreciate the tip, and everyone else too. Oh, it looks like my thing stopped bugging out now. Good, we can bring that back. God, that's such an annoying bug. I'm kind of happy to know that it was happening to Legacy too and other people, because I didn't have this bug where it just like automatically played all the super chat messages again. Before I took down my setup, and then I put my setup, I changed my setup, put everything back up, and that was the first time I saw it happening. So I was like, oh man, what did I do? How did I mess something up? It turns out it wasn't on me. It's just really weird timing. BJ, do you eat beans out of your bald cap? Yeah, it's kind of like, those like baseball caps that they serve you ice cream in? It's like that. My first 6x5 AQ cycle, and how terrified yet excited I was. Or wait. I was looking through my Twitter. I missed the feeling of excitement I had playing this game when I first joined 3 Loki and was an officer for a minute. Oh, dude, I was gonna say, I like, wait a minute. I thought you did map 6 in the past. I thought you were telling me that you just did map 6 now for the first time. First 6 by, whoops. I was about to read the same comment. Made it to Sector 7, Zone 9. Got stuck on a domino. Oh, I hate domino. I'm so happy that we didn't see a domino today. Domino and Mojo. Those are some of the worst. We almost got stopped by a frickin' Dormammu. I think it was around Zone 9 as well. And that guy really gave us a lot of trouble. But hold on. Hunter tweeters. What do we got here? What is this? It's not a Tesla, but it is aerodynamically designed to fit a driver wearing a BG patented bald cap. Oh. Wait. Homer? Is this from The Simpsons? I kind of remember this. Was he did Homer design this car? This is vaguely familiar to me. But I wouldn't have recognized it until I saw the word Homer on it, so I don't really remember it all that well. It is vaguely familiar though. That is what happened? Okay. Gotta go, love the streams, keep up the great work. Alright, man. Have a good night. DG, good morning. How you doing? Douglas, what's up, man? Doing great. Hope you are too. Should I rank up Venom if I haven't maxed out 4-star Corvus? Both not awakened. Venom's a great champion to have. Yeah, even if you have Corvus, Venom is fantastic to have, dude. For so many reasons. He's totally worth ranking up. Absolutely. Your camera quality looks great. Thank you, man. I don't know why in recent times it's harder for me to be excited than in the past, considering arena and future crystal openings were never something I did in the past, or at least not heavily. That's just kind of what happens as time goes on. You know, excitement comes and goes. It's one of the reasons, like people ask me, you know, how am I able to play the game, or how do I still have fun playing the game, like after playing it for so long. First off, there's a lot of people that play this game for very long periods of time. I don't know. That always surprises me that people even ask, just because, like, dude, people stay in the same alliance for years. We're not even talking about just the game. We're talking about just being in the same alliance. You know, people play this game for years at a time. But anyway, interest. You know, my interest level sometimes goes up, sometimes goes down, along with like the amount of time I spend in game from day to day. Sometimes goes up, sometimes goes down. It just depends on like what's currently going on in game. And then yeah, sometimes it just happens with every game where sometimes you do lose interest eventually. I usually do stick to one game at a time for pretty long periods of time, but eventually that love fades. Who knows when that'll happen with MCOC, but probably not anytime soon. Jackson B, yeah, and over 2 saying last 2. All right, let me see. Jackson B. Here we go. Who should I take to rank 2? Storm X or Colossus? Both unduped. I find myself using Storm X more, but I find Colossus more useful. I'm gonna act 6.3. Both 6 stars. Okay, yeah. I have to recommend Colossus. It's cool that you're using Storm more than you are using Colossus, because Storm is a champ that doesn't really see a ton of play. And if you want to just go with Storm, I mean, it's up to you. They're your rank up resources. You earned them. But I do have to recommend Colossus just because Colossus, he is very useful. All those immunities that he has, the armor up that can help you get through, you know, annoying havocs. The damage output I feel like is more consistently better with him, whereas, you know, sometimes Storm can really do a massive amount of damage, but I feel like it's not quite as consistent. So yeah, I would recommend Colossus, but at the same time, I also recommend following your heart, whatever that, wherever that may lead you. So. Oh man, I want to actually. Should have just special 2 this guy. Oh, get out of here, little spider pig! I'm dropping anvil on you. Are there any projections for when 7.2 releases? Nothing official. My guess is May. It'll be out. But nothing officially announced. So, for all we know, it could be out in April, or it could be in June. But I think May. How's it going tonight, BG? Trying to do variant 2. Any tips? What's up, Jared? Tips of variant 2. Ooh. It's been a while since I've done variant 2. I would say just keep an eye on the specialty nodes. Like, each chapter has different specialty nodes that buff up certain champions. And I think one of them buffs up Kingpin. And at the time, Kingpin was trash. Obviously, now he's good, so now he'd probably be good for it. Venom and Venom the Duck, they're in the 3rd chapter. I remember that. You can use non-XL champions just fine, but you can only do heavy attacks with them pretty much. So just be aware of that. So of course, XL champs are preferred. Yeah, it's kind of all I got off the top of my head. Oh man, BG, oh man, bad news, BG. What's up, Last Narnian? My dishwasher is making a strange noise. It's probably because she's outside splitting firewood. Wow. Dude, I mean, somebody's got to make that fire, you know? What's up, Last Narnian? If you have Thing, variant 2 is a breeze. That's true too. Thing with the champion synergy is really good for it. Mole God, yeah. Mole God be good for it too. Pulled Red Goblin from free 5-star crystal from side quest yesterday. Is he any good? I hear he's pretty decent. I really haven't spent much time with him though. MSD has made some content for him, and I'd recommend checking out Metal Sonic Dude's channel to learn more. I'm sure he's not the only one that's made videos, but I just I don't have much info to share about the champ myself. Who puts Magneto in the arena? Oh, I'm not paying attention when I do these matchups. I don't mean to put a robot in here. Oof. Would you see Kabam ever working on a console release similar to what Injustice and Mortal Kombat did, but reversed? No. Not for this game. Probably not for any game, if I had to guess. BG, you're gonna go through the side quest now? No, dude, I'm in the arena, like the stream title says. But I don't really see Kabam making a console game. First off, this game, it's totally based on simple controls, simple mobile touchscreen controls. So it just wouldn't really be that interesting on console. It would be so simple compared to all the other fighting games that you can play on console. Just because that's the way it was designed. And just for the future, like, I mean, if, you know, of course, Kabam, they could do whatever they want, but usually companies that start out as mobile game companies, they stay mobile game companies. Mobile, you know, mobile games kind of where the money is at, which kind of sucks. I mean, it kind of sucks and it's kind of good at the same time, because like, you know, we used to just have these really garbage mobile games where people were just trying to, you know, like cash in on just making some terrible game. I mean, like, let's say like Flappy Birds. I'm not saying it was a terrible game. You know, it's fun for what it was, but that's kind of like what a lot of games were kind of meant to be, right? It's like real basic little games. And now, and for the past, you know, 5 or so years, there's been like AAA studios like putting real efforts into mobile games, and it's only going to get better and better, which is good, except the drawback to that is, you know, not everybody wants to play mobile games, and it kind of does disincentivize these companies from making like PC games and stuff like that, you know. There was that whole issue of like Diablo Immortal when Blizzard announced that, you know, which was primarily a PC game company, and it was just like, what? Mobile games? We want PC games. So that's good and bad. Anyway, Jared Vincent sending over another buck. Hold on, though. We're getting a karate raid. Hashtag karate raid. Karate Mike. Thank you for the raid, dude. But all right, Jared, watching all your old videos. Crazy to see how far the game has come since I started playing. Yeah, man. Yeah, the game has changed a lot. It's funny, man. You know, if you play this game every single day, it feels like nothing changes at times. You're like, dude, there's not even anything interesting going on in game today or something like that. But, oh man, if you take a break from this game, you could almost be lost when you come back because of how much does change, you know? But yeah, anyway. Maximus N05 with the hashtag karate raid. Maximus, thank you, dude. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to all the karate raiders. Supercell really started the spike for mobile games. I don't know if they necessarily started it, but I mean, they're definitely a huge name in it for sure. Without a doubt. Actually, Genshin Impact is technically a mobile game, but they have it on PC and oh, it's on PlayStation as well. Wait, I think I knew that. Anyway, with microtransactions, yeah. That's how certain games are too. Like cross-platform, I think, is going to become more common as time goes on. I played Hearthstone for a bit. Speaking of another Blizzard game, played Hearthstone for a bit before it ever even came out on mobile. And yeah, it seemed to have worked out pretty well for them. Taking a break from this game is the equivalent of going to the bathroom in class. You come back and suddenly Colossus and Magneto are top tier champs. Oh man, that's pretty accurate. Dude, that's totally accurate, actually. I really didn't go to the bathroom too much during class because I was always asleep in class. Stay in school, kids. Don't do what I did. But the few times that I did leave class for whatever reason, when I came back, yeah, I did feel lost. I was like, how do we go from talking about addition to poetry? What the hell? Meanwhile, in the class, feels like time isn't even moving. GG, I love videos. Thanks, dude. Honestly, I think Among Us finally showed people how successful mobile games can be. I mean, Among Us is super successful, but yeah, man, this industry, like the mobile games industry, was already like far surpassed every other, you know, type of game long before Among Us ever existed. Microtransactions are part of the reason I avoided this game initially. $8 billion later. Yeah, dude. I mean, it's a mixed bag, man. Microtransactions. It's totally up to the game developers. Like, if they do them right, then they're pretty awesome, honestly. And if they don't, if they abuse their power, then it can really suck. Kabam, I think they've fallen on both sides of it. From time to time. Where sometimes I do think they abuse their power a bit much. But at the same time, man, you could do so much in this game for free, so it's... I wouldn't say it's hard to complain, but if you really think about it, then maybe there's not as much to complain about, you know? GG, Hearthstone second channel? No, man, I haven't played Hearthstone in forever. I love that game. It's really cool, but I personally didn't find the game I didn't find the game. I didn't feel like I had enough control over the outcome of the game. Hearthstone, it felt like most of my plays were like really just determined ahead of time, and there wasn't a whole lot of wiggle room. The game might have changed at this point. I'm going way back to like I mean, I played in the beta, and I played through like the first couple of expansions. I think the second expansion is when I stopped or something like that. But it's a beautiful game, and I use it for examples of like the absolute best game design possible kind of thing. Like I really hold it in like the highest regard for just how beautifully well done that game actually is. And it's like that sometimes, you know, sometimes there's games that I feel like maybe they're not as beautifully executed, but I have more fun in that game, so I play that game compared to Hearthstone, which I feel like is a masterpiece, but I don't feel like playing that game. It's weird. They're really helpful cells in game, but making money is the name of the game, so crystals make sense. Yeah. How do I fight the boss of 5.2.5? I'm so close to uncollected. The boss of 5.2.5. I think that's a Daredevil. Oh man. Post buff, he's annoying, right? Is it Daredevil or is it Hood? I feel like it's one of those two. I don't remember there being anything too crazy with that boss. You know what? Let me go look for you, man. Hang on 1 sec. Let me go check it out. Let me just load in this arena team real quick. 5.2.5. Let's go take a look. Diablo 2 goes mobile, second channel then? Nah. If anything, you know, I would just play on Twitch if I felt like playing a different game on stream. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing for a second there. 5.2.5. Let me see. Oh, God, it is Daredevil. Oh, that's annoying. Them buffing this Daredevil actually does make getting uncollected more difficult. Sometimes that happens when they buff champions. All right, let me see. So he's got Bane. That's it though. He just has Bane. Okay. Oh, but he's got a bunch of linked nodes depending on which path you took. Okay, I see. Bane, Arc Overload, Spectre. There's nothing too crazy here. I would say the biggest thing to watch for is to get your... You can't really parry this guy to get your openings. Bait out heavy attacks. He has a 2-hit heavy attack. The second thing to watch for is it's better to push him to a special 2 if possible. It's much easier to evade. The special 1, it's a 7-hit combo. And what I found was just counting out all 7 hits helped me to really keep track. Because I kept dashing in too early before he was done. And then I get smacked around a bit and stuff like that. So I recommend doing that. Sorry I can't give you any better advice. It's just that he's kind of a pain. There's not much else to say other than it's kind of gotta give it a go. Even though I never played Diablo, every time I hear the word Diablo, I think to that you guys don't have phones line, and I'm mad for them waiting all that time just for a mobile game. They just handled it poorly. Blizzard effed up, and they know it. They should have just had... They should... Like... They pretty much paved the way for... Was it Bethesda or something? Another huge company basically did the exact same thing, where they were announcing the mobile game that they were working on for a while, but right before showing it, they were like, and don't worry, the next it's Elder Scrolls, right? The next Elder Scrolls game, it's being worked on, but it's gonna take a while. And like they didn't have anything else to say about it. And then they were like, and in the meantime, check this out. And people were still like, they were a little bit apprehensive, but they got infinitely less hate, and people were happy with that. That's all Blizzard had to do, but they, you know, it's new. I don't really blame them for that screw up. Like, in hindsight, it was really dumb of them, you know. But that's hindsight for you, man. Would it be first rank 5, Awakened Hyperion or Unawakened Red Mags? Both such great options. Are you I was about to say Thronebreaker. Are you Cavalier yet? If you're not actually, I'd probably just go Magneto either way. Because Red Mags, he's a beast versus all the metal and robots and stuff like that. But then he's also really good for Variant 6 since he's a villain. So I'd probably recommend Magneto. I love them both though, and I highly recommend getting them both ranked up as soon as possible. What up, E-Shooter? But does the Act 5 background look scarier than the Act 6 background? Because it is. Straight up, man. Act 5 was terrifying. Act 6 is terrifying too, but the atmosphere, which matters, dude. It matters a lot. Like, the art in this game is stellar, man. It's really good, but at times I do wish that they used you know, maybe more intimidating background type things. Like I wish they put more resources towards that kind of stuff, just to kind of build up that atmosphere. Whereas you know, they know it. They know it. They just, you know, of course they only have so many resources that they can allocate to anything at any one time, right? So they probably have to plan ahead of time for an artist to be able to do something like that for them. But of course that's part of what made like the Labyrinth so intense, is because it had that background. It was like, oh man, what is this? What did I just get into? It was so much different. I know what Brian's secret game is. Basically, it's Candy Crush, but with beans. Beans, bananas, and bald caps. It's called Tangent Tapper. Oh. I mean, that's a hit right there if I ever heard it. How to beat the boss in 6.2.5. I used Void myself and just kind of let the degen do its thing. I wouldn't be able to go into like a full-on guide for that fight, but yeah, I used Void. Other people used, I think Doom works out well for that fight. Let us repackage Skyrim for you for the 150th time. Yeah. I never played that game. Well, I played like 5 minutes of it at my buddy's house once, but that was it. I never got into the Elder Scrolls games. I probably would have loved them if I had played them before I had played online games. I have a hard time playing anything other than an online game. I love single player games. All the posters on the back wall there, those are all single player games. I love them, and I remember them very fondly. But I have a hard time playing them just because, for whatever reason, man, online games, I just love them even more. But I want to go back. Here's what I really want to do. I want to play through every single Zelda game that's ever been created, start to finish, marathon style. I mean, not all on the same day, like, you know, not trying to speedrun or anything, just want to totally enjoy it. Check out all the little nuances in the story. Maybe even watch some videos about the story to really, like, you know, see different things that I missed and then kind of think back on it. Like, that's, oh man, I want to do that so bad. But you know how much time that would take? You know? As much as I want to do it, there's so many other things that I also want to do that I don't know if I'll ever do that. So yeah. Just wish the floating islands match the nodes they're next to. I expect the Shuma Eye and the Quinjet Hangar. I'm just gonna pretend I know what those are. Yeah, those, that would be cool if they were able to do that. Super Smash Bros. To be honest, I'm not really into fighting games that much. It's funny that I'm so into MCOC because I'm really not that into like the traditional fighting games all that much. I can have fun with them for a little bit, but very little bit. However, like it's the RPG elements that keep me locked into MCOC, but I want to pull up a picture of the Super Smash Bros. Story map, because this is incredible. This blew my mind when I first, because I actually did play through like the entire story or whatever it's called. Is there like a really high quality one I could find? This will have to do. This completely blew my mind when I played this game. I realized, like, dude, this is MCOC, except a zillion times. You know, like the budget for Super Smash Bros. Had to been insane, right? But all of these different areas, this is like the map that like totally zoomed out, but like this is the Pac-Man area over here. So think about like exploring a quest map in MCOC, except everything does match the different areas that you're going through. So you're, you know, the Pac-Man area. I don't remember what all the different areas are. I think this is Star Fox up here because you have like the different planets. I don't even know for sure. Jeez, I really don't know what much of this stuff is all zoomed out like this. But yeah, for all the different fighters in that game, you know, they each have like their own different game world universes. and it's all spread out. And man, I just thought it was so cool. My mind was totally blown. I wouldn't even expect anything like that for MCOC, but it did make me think like, I do wish MCOC could do that just a little bit better, you know? But it's freaking Nintendo. For a franchise that has been going for a very long time at this point. The first Smash Bros. Didn't start out that way, you know? What the fudge is up, Bry Guy? What up, J Divine? You really enjoy Witcher 3, Brian, but hundreds upon hundreds of hours. Man, you know, I used to think hundreds of hours was a lot. Before playing games like, you know, Diablo, Warcraft, MCOC. But I remember playing Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, Final Fantasy VII was actually the first Final Fantasy I played. I didn't know the series existed up until that point. I wish I did, because man, I would have fallen in love with that game so hard on Super Nintendo or something. But anyway, Final Fantasy VII was the first one I played, and I remember playing that game, and you could see how much, like, how long you've been playing on the save file. And when it got to 50 hours, I was like, this is the most insane thing ever in a video game. 50 hours. And then I played Final Fantasy Tactics, and it got up to like 200 hours, and I'm like, there's no way this will ever be topped. 200 hours in one game. And then here we are, where it's like, oh, 3 digits for hours? Oh, that's cute. You know, like, whew. But yeah, I'm sure I would have fun in games like that though, like Witcher 3. I don't even know anything about Witcher 3, but yeah, it is the a time issue. It's always what it comes down to, man. There's not enough time. Haha, do you know how many hours I have on multiple Stardew saves? I bet quite a few, Star. If I had to guess, I'd say probably a few. But I'm the exact opposite. I would much rather play single player than some 12-year-olds screaming the N-word at me. Well, yeah, I mean, nobody wants to deal with that, but I don't really play games where that's a thing. Well, Dota 2, that does happen sometimes in Dota 2, but it's pretty rare, actually, because if you just, like, if everyone in the game reports that person, then they just get banned. So that game, it's pretty toxic, but sometimes you have to go into it with that mentality of like, all right, I'm gonna get cursed out, but hopefully I can kick their ass. You know, you just like use it as fuel. You're like, all right, now I really want to beat this guy. You know, he's trash talking me after I just killed him in this game. Oh man, now I just want to do it again. You know. So, in a weird way, I enjoy it. Not always, of course, and that's why MCOC is so great, because you don't have that here. But yeah. Have you ever added up your stream time? Gotta be nuts. No, I haven't. I almost don't want to know that number. Who's overall more useful for Act 6 completion? Human Torch or Void? I'm trying to decide who to rank 5 first. Void is almost max sig, and Human Torch is unduped. Deej, that's a tough call. It's funny, today, like, post Act 6, I would say Torch. Just because we've gotten more Mystic champions since Act 6 has been completed. We've got a lot more Mystic champions. And the champions that are not Mystic, a lot of them are energy damage based. Like Jubilee, Strife, so on. So I actually do think that today, overall, Torch probably has a stronger value compared to Void. However, the story content, Act 6, that snapshot in time of MCOC. I think I would have preferred to have a Void. Deej, I don't know if you've done Variant 6 yet, but that's another thing, is that Void is a villain. So maybe Void would help you out there as well. It's a really tough question. Like I said, if we're just talking about like the game overall, I would say, you know, Torch. But specifically for Act 6, it's pretty close, and I kind of favor Void personally a little bit. They're both great champions. You eventually want to get them both ranked up. So, you know, I wouldn't sweat the decision too much and just kind of go with whatever champ you're more comfortable playing. And you'll be fine. And you'll, like I said, eventually get them both ranked. So, but yeah, that's tough. Oh, by the way, I can tell you guys like how many total streams I've done, which that wouldn't take very long to check. First off, YouTube is insane with the amount of stats that they keep track of. I don't even know how to look through it all. But the amount of videos and streams, that's a pretty easy number to find, I think. As I say that, I don't... Never mind. I don't know where that number is. Dang, I thought I knew where it was because I had to update something on every single one of my videos recently. And all you do is like click this one button which selects all your videos. Never mind. I don't know where to find that. Thought I saw the number. Anyway, it's gotta be a lot. I'll find it one day. I'll try to find it for like next stream or something, but I'll probably forget. EG, do you own a Switch or like Nintendo games? Oh yeah, well, for the Switch, no, I don't own a Switch. I don't own any consoles. If I did own a console though, it would be the Switch. Hands down, I don't even care that new Xboxes and PlayStations came out, whatever. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, and I would personally have more fun with the Switch than any other console, easily. Like it wouldn't even be close. But to be honest, here's kind of the way I look at it. You gotta have, as Miyagi would say, you gotta have balance in life, you know? And I spend a lot of time playing MCOC, of course. And I feel like time spent outside of MCOC, I probably should focus on other things. And not just let my entire, you know, 16 waking hours or however long I'm awake for just be completely consumed by games. As much as I love games, you know, I try to find that balance. And that goes for like all forms of entertainment, by the way, which is one of the reasons why I don't watch a lot of TV, is because I'm, you know, TV, video games, all that entertainment, like watching movies, all that stuff I lump together. So I just try to find that balance. So I don't know. Eventually, maybe I would get more into Nintendo games again, but it would just cut into MCOC time, kind of thing. And as time consuming as this game is, I love it, man. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop anytime soon. So, as you know, I've been playing this game for years. Well, my sister decided to start playing yesterday, and she's level 6. Pulled a 4-star Nexus from a premium. What? And got her a Paco. I hate her luck. Wow. She's got a 4-star Apocalypse at level 6. That's insane. That is so insane. Cole not being a villain made variant 6 sadder than it could have been. Oh man, I didn't even think about that. Cole not being a villain. Yeah, he seems like he would be a villain, right? Oh man. Gee, my old neighborly friend just died today, Nicole. Sorry to hear that. That stinks. Would you do a rank 3 to become Thronebreaker on an okay champ, or would you wait for a solid champ? I would rank 3 an okay champ, but it kind of depends. Like if I'm close to opening up another crystal, then I would try to wait and open up that other crystal. But yeah, if I looked around in game and there was no other way for me to get another 6-star anytime soon, then I would just rank up who I have, I think. Vincenzo sent another 5 over. Thank you very much, dude, saying screw that. Hashtag get BG a Switch fund. Oh man. Appreciate it, Vincenzo, bad. Thank you very much, dude. Are they coming out with another Switch? I thought I heard rumors that they're coming out with a newer one, or was that just kind of like rumors but not for like another year or two or something like that? Because those rumors usually start pretty early, right? They started talking about the new Xbox and PlayStation a long time ago, and people still can't get them because they're still like sold out and everything, right? Brian, I want to play every Zelda ever non-stop, no bathroom breaks. Yeah, that's what I said. Also, Brian, I will never pay or own any console ever, period. Oh, man. Seriously, though, the gradual upgrades to your stream lab is really nice. Congrats, man. Just counting down to seeing each other at NYCC. Omar, thank you, dude. Yeah, man. It's probably not going to happen this year, but I feel like things are starting to turn around, so I think next year is looking pretty good for it. We'll see, man. Unless some other... You know what? I don't even want to say. Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. That's it. There's no other outcome, no other possibility. EG just took up Human Torch as my second 6-star rank 3 today. Nice, dude. That is a great rank 3. As someone who uses Torch everywhere. Pretty happy. Anywho, was looking at the rank 4 materials. 3 tier 6 basic and 3 tier 4 alpha. When do you think they'll be in game? Really tough question to answer. I think that they could be in game as early as towards the end of the year. Maybe around like Cyber Monday time or something like that. You know, this way Kabam has like the next big thing to really get people excited or something. Or they might not be ready for something like that yet, and maybe it'll be more attached to like the completion of all of Act 7, which technically could be done by December, but probably not. More realistic is like early next year to mid next year, I would say. So no one really knows when that stuff's coming, but that's my guess. Congrats on the prestige bump, PG. Thank you, Bo. Appreciate it, man. Sick background. Thank you. Would you rank 3 Civil Warrior to break the throne? Because that very well may very well be what I have to do very soon. Maybe. I'm not really a fan of Civil Warrior, even post buff. However, people are saying that he's bugged right now, and maybe that's the reason why I'm not enjoying him as much. I don't know. That's a tough one, Omar. I might, but I'm not sure. When they buffed Mags, they added the metal tag to Cole, Proxima, and Corvus. Why can't they add the villain tags? Kabam hates Blade. That's true. They could make them villains. I don't know. Maybe they're still scared that Blade could return and take over. I have the Switch Lite, the cheaper version, and it's still perfectly fine. Oh, I'm sure it's perfectly fine. I recently heard rumors about it. I was curious about. Why don't we have a PO box for fan mail? I don't know. Just feels unnecessary. Never really think about anybody sending me anything. I mean, there's super chats and all that, but like, even that, even super chat. You know, it's funny. A lot of people, you only read super chats, this and that. Man, I was streaming for a long time before super chats even existed. Sorry, little mini rant on the complainers. But no, I don't know. I don't really want anything sent to me, to be honest. I live in a very tight space that I can't even set up my drum set that I so desperately want to play, but I can't even do that, so don't really want anything sent to me. Rank 3 Elsa for Thronebreaker, yes or no? I probably would, yeah. I don't think the skill class is that strong. Well, it's getting stronger, actually. I say that. They recently buffed Falcon, they recently buffed Mole Man, recently buffed Kingpin. They've got some good champs now. But I probably still would rank 3 Elsa for Thronebreaker. If it wasn't for Thronebreaker, I wouldn't do it, but for Thronebreaker, yeah, probably. He's free to play in real life, duh. Yeah. Hulkbuster for Thronebreaker? Yeah, I would. Easy. It's kind of the same story about Elsa. I wouldn't rank 3. I probably wouldn't rank 3 Hulkbuster at least, unless it was for Thronebreaker. As I say that though, like Hulkbuster, even for Alliance War defense, he's kind of annoying there. So maybe I would just do it, even just as a defender. Offensively, he's really strong for the Cav monthly. You'll be able to speed through that quest, which will be nice. And yeah, it's just pretty strong overall. So yeah, I'd rank him up. I feel like he's got tags that Kabam could easily make future content for as well. Some sort of Avenger or hero type thing, you know? Go with like the villain variants. I feel like there's good enough value there that I would do it. Etan Ethan? Is that just an intentional misspelling of your own name there? For the first part at least. Sending over 2 of them Australian bucks. Thank you very much. Saying day 1 of asking you to get a pink mullet. Oh man. Well, day 1 it is. Thank you very much for the well, the 2. Appreciate it. I did rank 3 Elsa for Thronebreaker. No regrets. She can auto-fight Master Event Quest 100% with the right synergy setup. Nice, yeah. There's a few champs that can master, or do auto-fight on Master, which is always nice, just not having to actually put any work into it, you know? EJ, I'm doing a new account challenge, and do you have any tips for 5.4.1? Not really, other than to use make sure you're using the maps. Cap Murdoch has the best maps, but there's other maps too. Because I actually don't remember how to get to her maps, but if you just type it into Google, I'm sure it'll pop up. But honestly, I found Act 4, or I'm sorry, 5.4 to be easier than 5.3. So if you've made it to that point, especially if this is your second time through, then I think you'll be fine. Day 24,928 of asking for Bean Thing. Oh man, Bean Thing, he's still on the list. One day, dude. Hey, I don't even have my soundboard back online yet, alright? It'll happen. Just need time. I have a long ways to go, but right now Mystic, Skill, and Tech are way closer than the other three, and I have Hulkbuster, but I also have Sorcerer and Nick. Okay, yeah, I mean, I would for sure rank up Fury Unawakened for Thronebreaker, just because he's always going to be useful. Same with Sorcerer. I would rank her up Unawakened too. Any of the three of those I would rank up for Thronebreaker. Do you think people who ranked up Colossus, Magneto, and Falcon 2 years ago as a joke are upset now? Some of them maybe. Actually, no, probably not. If they ranked them up as a joke, then no, they wouldn't be upset. They'd probably just love it and be like, "See, guys, I knew what I was doing." You know, they just get to continue the joke, so it's probably great for them. However, if somebody ranked up the champion because they wanted to like play with a crappy champion and they wanted to take on like just an extra challenge or something like that of playing with a champ that was thought to be garbage, then they probably would be upset. Day 10,067 Sparky cutoff. Oh man, well, it's funny that you should say the cutoff is 10,067. Yeah. I will be a member when Bean Thing comes to life, and that's a promise. I might have to keep him sidelined forever then. No. Eventually it'll happen, man. Congrats on the Incursion run with lags today. Thank you, Steve. Digging the new layout. Thank you again. I appreciate it. Oh, I have a gem for Fury. He's a no-brainer. Oh, okay. Got it. Do you have any advice on what to do after high school? Oh, Ben. This is a great question. And I want to answer it. But I need to hit you with a disclaimer first in that I don't know if anyone's really an expert on what to do after high school. I mean that. You'll listen to people who will sound like they're experts. My game's getting laggy. I'm going to do a quick restart. You listen to people who sound like they're experts, and I mean, people even have that as a job, right? Like your guidance counselor in high school. That's their job. But the reality is, we all, you know, like life's just one big adventure, and we all have different things that we want to do. I would say find something that you're passionate about. Find something that really interests you. And if you don't know what that is right now, that's okay. You don't have to know right away. But just find something that that makes you happy and pursue that thing. Find a way to be able to support yourself either by doing that thing, or you could also come to the realization that maybe you don't want to have like a passion and a way to support yourself kind of coincide, and you can keep those things separate. You could, you know, plenty of people do that, and that's what makes them happy. But you know, you don't have to rush. I think a lot of people go to college right after high school just because it's what makes sense. You know, it's the next progressional step. And for a lot of people, that's the correct step. But for a lot of people, it's also the worst thing they can do. You know, like you just got to find what's right for you. And I don't know, that's kind of the best I could tell you off the top of my head. It's listen to a lot of people, ask a lot of people for advice. You don't necessarily have to follow it just because somebody's sharing their own perspective. But it's a good question to ask. So yeah, just ask a lot of people. That's the best I got though, man. Good luck to you. Vincenzo sent it over to saying, BGA looked up the price of the Switch Lite. It's $199. Over the course of a lengthy amount of time, I will slowly donate until there's enough to buy one. Oh man, Vincenzo, I appreciate that, dude, but I don't want to crush your dreams of trying to make my dreams. I don't know. This is it's a weird way of saying it. I can't get it, man. I can't get it. Even if you sent over that amount of money. So I don't want you to send over that amount of money. Because I just can't do it. Like, it's not like man, I'm really struggling to find words tonight. Like, I love Nintendo, but I'm not playing their games not because I don't have the time. God, there had to have been a better way to say that, right? But I couldn't think of one. But that's not the reason why I'm not playing their games. It really does just come down to time. That's all it is. If I had more time, oh man, yeah, I'd be playing the Switch all the time. It seems like it's so much fun. But yeah, like I said, it's all about balance, man. Miyagi taught me that lesson when I was, I don't know, not even born yet when that first movie came out. You know? And I don't really want to get other games to play until I like open up more time to play games, kind of thing. So yeah. I was 100% prepared for dropping 10 Odins for him to restart Abyss. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Bribery is impossible. It's true. Unless it was like 1,000 Odins. Because bribery, I don't want to say it's totally impossible. It's just unrealistic. Alright, anyway, Buckeye fans. And over $1. Saying, BG, would you drop 35 6 stones, taking her to 55 into a rank 2 Angela? I don't have and don't really like Cap Marvel, so I can't think of anyone else who would benefit more. Interesting question. We're going to Aunt May, of course. Let's see. So that would take her to 55, you said, I believe? What's up, Jay, by the way? Yeah, 55. Okay. 55. Type that in. Okay. You're almost at a really nice break point where it would take only 5 buffs to completely eliminate all debuffs and all that stuff. I mean, what is that break point? It's got to be like super close. Say like 57. Not quite. Maybe we should have just done 60. Yeah. Okay, 59 actually. 59, it would be a pretty solid break point. I still don't know if I would do it though, man. And you don't necessarily need to hit a break point. Just having that the duration reduced is a nice bonus to have, but she becomes like next level when you could be basically fully immune to the debuffs, you know? I don't know, man. I mean, prestige-wise, it would not be a good play. She's not a high prestige champ, but I understand not everybody cares about prestige. But just even setting prestige aside, I don't think I would do it. I think if you were able to get her to a higher sig level, then yeah. Well, okay, let me put it this way. Are you planning on picking up like the Sig Stone offers for 4th of July when those come around? If so, then okay, I would say yes. Toss them into Angela if you want to make that commitment today to pick up those bundles. That way you have more Sigs. That way you can toss more into Angela. If you don't plan on doing that, then I'd say probably not. I don't think the benefit is justified at that Sig level. So that's kind of my rationale there. BG, shut up and take my money. Hey, Vincenzo, I'm not going to stop you from buy whatever you want with it as long as it's not drugs. Or maybe do buy drugs, whatever makes you happy. Oh, man. Well, I can tell you I'm not going to be doing that. But sure, man. I just want to be real with you. Like, hey, if you want to keep sending over money, go for it. But I'm not, not going to buy a Switch. Then again, I also said I wasn't going to get Netflix, and eventually I did get Netflix when Abby Doe, he started up that fun in the past. But still. Anyway, EZ sending over $1.50 with the salt shaker saying, BG, one thing I really appreciate learning from you is resource management. I have both Fury and Aegon 6 stars and a skill gem, but I also have them both at 565. I could have used it on Aegon, but why? I could use it on Nick, but what if my next 6 star is one of them? Exactly. Until they're rank 3, I'm not going to replace my 5-star version, so why not wait? Bingo. And now you have passed the final exam. You have graduated. I hereby don you fully capable of managing resources. Or whatever. Something like that. That is exactly right, Easy. Spot on, dude. It's something that gets overlooked in this game. We all manage our resources, but there are definitely always ways to do things better, right? Shed seeing it over $1 saying, yo, BG, tweeters, please. Sure, Shed. What do we got here, man? Found ya. Two things. One, incursion crystals this time around aren't looking good for my account. Ooh, that's a lot of red. Yeah. Yeah, the incursion crystals this time, they felt like garbage, right? You know what? Someone else mentioned the incursion crystals earlier, and I was thinking they were talking about like, oh, they need to add 6 stars or something. Maybe they literally just meant just this batch of incursion crystals kind of doo-doo. So they kind of are. Anyway, even added a new color to the chart. Oh, is that just more SIGs? That's the color I got added? Okay. And 2 broke 1.7 mil not too long ago. Nice, dude. With 699 heroes. Nice, man. Closing in on that 2 mil mark. Sweet. Keep it up. MCOC Invalid also sending over $1 saying, BG, been a while. Hope you've been good. 2 quick ones. 1, finally took my Void to 565. Max Sig. Love him. Nice. And 2, any thoughts on Kong vs. Godzilla movie? No, dude. I've never actually watched a Godzilla or King Kong movie once in my entire life. And if it weren't for people mentioning it, I would not even know that another one was coming out. So yeah, I don't really have any thoughts other than I hope it's good because a lot of people seem to be excited for it. So I hope it's really good, even though I won't be watching it. I'll still be disappointed if other people are disappointed, you know? So I hope it's really good. Buy drugs. Brian Grad 2021. Oh my goodness. The key. So the key is to be persistently caves. Pretty much what I heard. Oh, jeez. No, man. No. Yeah, I'm sorry to all the Godzilla and King Kong fans. It's another set of movies that I haven't seen. Add them to the list of you know, Star Wars movies and whatever else. I pretty much only watch comedies. Maybe those movies are comedies. For all I know, I guess. But probably not, right? Anyone know if Abby Doe is streaming tonight? I don't know. Does anyone know? McFabio was the drug dealer. I'll never forget this. In the 8th grade, I had a really cool teacher. As I say that, I kind of forget what he taught. Was it English? I mean, it definitely wasn't math. I remember my math teacher. Yeah, I think it was English. And I made a joke one time that he was a drug dealer because we had like a pretty good relationship, and he was one of those teachers that you could totally joke around with, and you know, nothing bad ever happened. And one time I made a joke that he was a drug dealer, and I don't remember like what made me say that. It wasn't just out of the blue like, you drug dealer. You know, it was something to do with like a story that we were reading, I guess, or something. Meant to be innocent. And that was the only time that he ever gave me detention. And he like gave me one of those like stern teacher talking tos of like, don't ever call someone a drug dealer or something like that. I was just like, oh man, I thought it was just a joke. I always wondered, like, man, it seemed to have like really affected him that I called him a drug dealer, right? So there must be something personal there, right? I didn't want to ask, but whether it was with him or someone in his family, or, you know, I'm not saying that they were a drug dealer. I'm just saying like maybe someone had a bad experience with drugs. Maybe they lost someone in a car accident when someone else was under the influence of drugs. Who knows? But for some reason that stuck with me. I expected this story to end with him being a drug dealer. I mean, he might have been. He might have just not wanted those rumors to get out. But he might have been. Are you not worn out from streaming so long earlier? I'm amazed. I don't know. This is just chill, relax time. This is what I'd be doing normally anyway, is just playing MCOC. So. Sure he wasn't a chemistry teacher? No, he definitely wasn't chemistry. Definitely wasn't science. Is he a chemistry teacher named Mr. White? There's another show that I haven't watched, but it's such a big show that I get the reference to Breaking Bad. In the 5th grade, like, what's wrong with being a drug dealer? Oh, man. I mean, it's just a street pharmacist, that's all, right? Just came to the stream and hear BG talking about drug dealers. Something like that, yeah. Holy crap, Nightbot did something? Oh, dude, I forgot I had Nightbot in here. Nightbot didn't even do the right thing. Nightbot didn't even ban this person. Nightbot sucks, guys. I gotta figure that out still, because it feels like it should be able to handle certain basic things, and I have to be doing something wrong. Like, Nightbot is I don't know how many people use it, but a lot of people use it, right? So I feel like it's got to be something I'm doing wrong. Or maybe I just got to look into a different bot. Because I don't even want it to do much. I really just want it to time people out to use like all caps and stuff. That's pretty much it. What up, Karate Mike? Thanks for the raid, dude. Earlier, that is. Oh, what's your favorite champion outside of just how good they are in general? It's Man Thing. I just find them really fun to play. What's a night bot? It's a bot that you basically give mod status to, and it's supposed to just do certain functions in your channel. Maybe it just works better on Twitch than it does on YouTube. I don't know. For the longest time, I didn't even think it was in the channel because it just never did anything. Oh, I forgot to join AQ. Well, I mean, I'm in AQ, but I wanted to do one fight real quick. I hope I'm not holding this one person up. Let me see. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, good. I like to clear out, because I just have to do this one fight, and then I open up, like, the next three for another person to do. If I don't do this fight, then I'm just holding them up. Alright, I gotta pay attention to the fight for a second. Stay 5. And, this is the type of quest that I'm gonna time out on. That said, hold on, I gotta, fix something real quick. So I'm definitely going to time out for sure now. But oh well, what are you going to do? Okay. There we go. All right. Trying to fix the spam situation. I'll continue to fix it if this didn't work. So it's all good. Still the intercept for extra damage node here. So let me try to intercept. There we go. Get the special 2 rolling. Without suicides, that still does some pretty good damage. Another intercept. Oh man, I would have made it without timing out, I think, if I didn't pause. Oh well. Okay, let's get the next intercept. Ooh, that was a bad light attack on my part. Okay, there we go. Got the poison. I might still make this. Probably not, but I'm getting closer than I expected to. Got a lot of Furies this time. This could be good. Oh, I shouldn't have went for the bonus damage, actually. Because it's safeguard here, I forgot. Come on. We can still do this. I'm gonna make it. Gotta wait for the Furies to pop up again. Alright, you know what? We don't even need the bonus damage. We just need Furies to be there. Sick. No timeouts, baby. Woo! Go King Groot. Alright. Nice. Oh, for a second there, I thought this guy wasn't linked. I took my eyes off the screen. I was like, wait, this guy isn't linked? What in the world? Alright, I may be able to do this fight too. Stay 5 with the link. But I'm just going to channel my inner Karate Mike. Because Karate Mike always takes nodes linked. So let's see if we can do this. I want to get to a special 3 first. So that I have my cosmic charges. So I'm dealing more damage. Okay, this should push him to a special 2, I hope. I've got Spectre on myself for the willpower healing. It was intentional from earlier. That really did no damage, though. Now I want to get to special 2s. Single hit, special 2. Give me that stun, baby. Woo! We got it. Get some Furies in here. Nice. We push him to another special 2. I have to pop my special 3 here. This is actually kind of bad on my power management side of things. This is going to potentially set me up for failure. Yeah, I have a much slower power gain now. I guess I'll just continue hitting him. Ooh, no, 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 I didn't mean to dash back. Oh my god, I'm still alive. Unbelievable. I did not expect to be alive just now. I need to stall. I need the more powerful power gain. Oh, I hate that about Hyperion. No, I knew I was getting backed up against the wall, and I just... I hate doing that fight. Damn it. That slow power gain really screwed me. I couldn't get my special 2s off, and then, yeah. If I didn't get hit by his special 1, if I didn't accidentally dash back at that time, still would have been fine, but oh well. Heyo, sup, BG, what up, Hobbit? How you doing, man? King Groot equals King Shoot. Kabam made him way too bad, but he's not getting a buff. I think he's pretty good. I don't know if he really needs a buff. I use him all the time. Maybe that's why I don't take fights linked. Okay, so by the way, here's why I do it. The rest of my path is Acid Wash. Hyperion cannot be used for Acid Wash. So if I'm able to get through this linked fight, then I can take out this linked fight, and then my my path partner here, he's good to clear his path. I don't have to worry about clearing him for any additional fights. You know, and then I'll just log in the morning and finish things up, but couldn't quite do it today. I honestly, I only get it maybe a third of the time. 2 out of 3 times I usually fail. Oh, dude, my energy is capped out. Let's go dump this energy. Got another 10 minutes in you by any chance? Abby Doe. Probably not 10. But close. Maybe like 7. So, yeah. Ooh, you know what? Let me not... Actually, yeah. I'll do Uncollected, whatever. I don't have to pay attention too much for Uncollected. Do we got anything? Oh, Hobbit, how's your project going, by the way? Your tier list, your new style of tier list thing. I'll go this way. Take it to the left. GG, who are your top 5 favorite champs in the game? I don't really have a top 5. My favorite is Man-Thing, because he's super cool. Some of the others that I like, Void, really high on the list. Sorcerer Supreme I've really been digging lately. I use Torch a ton. I don't know if I would call him one of my favorites, but I certainly use him a ton. Hyperion. I-Bomb, just because I had a hand in his development, which was really cool. Makes it a little personal for me. What's up, PG? Did you guys make it to room 20 in Incursions today? We sure did. Yep. Cost me a few more units than I thought, but we made it. Who's your favorite champ before Man Thing? Probably Venom the Duck or Medusa. I don't know. Venom the Duck and Medusa, they were kind of tied. So yeah. Your clock jumps forward an hour and you can't figure out for the life of you why you remember daylight savings. Oh man. Yeah, daylight savings happens tonight, right? I used to work. Wait, what is happening? Oh, my buff got removed. Oh, that's annoying. So now she can actually evade me? Well, evade this. I used to always work on nights where daylight savings happened. That always kind of sucked. Like, I basically, there's, you know how clocks change and it's automated in most things that we do these days. Just, you know, you used to have to change the time for like a VCR, and there's probably still certain things maybe in your guys' homes that you do have to do that. Like the stove has a timer on it for us, and we have to manually change that. But a lot of things they update automatically these days, right? And you would think at the company I work for that, you know, very professional company and all that, that all the clocks would change automatically. But I can't remember the reason why, but it was like they didn't want them changing automatically. They wanted someone to be there and verify it all and stuff like that. So I always had to stay and like manually change the clocks and stuff like that. Actually, I shouldn't say always. There used to be another guy that would come in specifically to do that before they trusted me with that. And then when they trusted me with that, I realized I don't want to be trusted with stuff because I just want to go home. But I used to have to stay like an extra 2 hours because of that. You can only have one food for the rest of your life, either a burrito or a burrito sandwich. What do you do? A burrito is a sandwich. I'm so confused right now. They're the same thing. You know, I was having some fun for sure. So we did Corvus, and from 0 to 20 ranking, he came out at a 10.2 for me. That's what's cool though, is everyone ranked champs differently. Gotcha, man. That's cool. Arizona, what's daylight savings? Yeah, not every place has daylight savings. As a kid, I didn't understand that. I was like, what? Why doesn't everyone have it? And as an adult, I'm like, why does anyone have it? Now, I know there's reasons for it, but it is a really weird thing. When I started getting into programming, you know, to try to learn how to make this damn website that still doesn't exist, I learned just how crazy time really is and keeping track of time. And that there's like all these, first off, there's a ridiculous number of time zones in the world. You'd think that there'd like, I don't know, that there'd be 24 of them, but I think there's more, pretty sure at least. And then some areas practice daylight savings, others do not. For some areas, it is an hour. For other areas, it is not an hour. It's not just like a standard thing. It's really bizarre how it's all handled. I'm not even doing it justice. There's way more little things to it that make keeping track of time worldwide just a nightmare. Because there's like these different I don't even remember what they're called, like modules or something like that, where basically they keep track of all that, like all the time and stuff, and you have to constantly update that like a couple times a year. I'm like, how is this possible? We haven't figured out the math to calculate ahead of time or something. But it's because because of the odd way that people change it. I don't know. There's a really cool YouTube video where this guy breaks it all down really nicely that I don't have a link for, but you guys can maybe find. All right, anyway, John sending over 5 saying, Rhode Island checking in. Just got home from Hoboken. Good times on Washington Street. All right, man. I don't really remember the street names there too well, to be honest, because I never went to Hoboken too much. But of course, being a New Jersey native, well, as long as we're talking about the same Hoboken, maybe you're talking about Hoboken and Rhode Island. But either way, John, thank you very much for the 5. Shout out to Rhode Island, man. Now I am curious, because the Hoboken I know, you know, that was another thing that as a kid that I didn't understand, where it was like, wait a minute, I think it was like The Simpsons where I first understood that, like, there can be more than one Springfield? What? BG doesn't know street names, just the alley names. Something like that, B-Man, yeah. Oh, man. Okay, got it fired. Congrats on 20. All right, Abby Doe. I guess I was going to be here live for 10 minutes because I want to finish this quest now. But yeah, we'll raid you in just a moment here. Let me go pop some crystals after I slay this beast. Carlos Bakery, man. New Jersey? Okay. I figured you meant New Jersey, but I didn't know if that was just me assuming and making that same mistake that I made as like a 5-year-old, you know? But that's cool, man. Alright, Mangog down super quick. Come see Zoe and the amazing COD Cube of Destiny. Alright. After we go pop some crystals. Or 1 crystal. It better be 225 units. EG, will you make a recap video on your own with lags? I planned on making a little something. I kind of just want to share my thoughts on the experience, I guess. So I don't even know what the video is going to be. And honestly, I'm going to sit down and like record something. But if I feel like it's just total crap, I might not upload it. Because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to say. But I found the experience to be really cool. So I kind of wanted to talk about it a little bit. So I'll probably do that, and maybe I'll pull out some interesting fights. But there was a lot that went down today. Digging through 5 hours to pull out some cool fights, man. I don't even know if I could do that. A lot of the coolest parts were like the strategy talks between the fights themselves, you know. So we'll see. We shall see. She said that it's because the sun sets too fast and doesn't come back for a long period of time, and some places stay dark all through the day and night. About daylight savings? Okay, you're saying you just learned it from your mom. Okay. We got golds, not units. Bummer. Dude, I need to get to 30k units. All these things slightly taking some units from me. That last Ultron was pretty awesome. Dude, I was starting to sweat a little bit at that last Ultron. I really was. But, hey, Magneto. Enough said. Oh, man. All right. Anyway, I think it is time to call it a night here, guys. Ooh, let me claim that free crystal, though. I'm going to grab a link to Abby Doe's. Let's see what he's up to tonight. What do we got? Aha, he's grinding that tier 4 basic. Yeah, if you guys need to grind the tier 4 basic, well, now's the time to do it, because it's going to be gone soon. Tonight's the last night for it. But alright, I will, on that note, see you guys tomorrow. Shout out to Static for being tonight's biggest D. Tickle, tickle. Appreciate Static, man. We doubled up your money too. Look at that, man. This trick where we get to just pull extra money out of thin air. Like, how is this not a scam? This is like a nice pyramid scam or something like that. Static sends over 27. We took that money and we doubled it just like that. But yeah, Static, for real, man. I do appreciate you, dude. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone else as well. Always appreciate all the support, guys. And I will be back tomorrow, normal time. And yeah, I'll see you guys then. Good night, everybody.